Bowls, bowls, bowls. It's time to talk about some bowls. What's up, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Whether you agree with me, want to talk trash to me, or trash talk with me, you're going to enjoy this channel. I've already done a bowl prediction video, but, you know, games have happened and things have changed. So this is my new updated bowl projection video. And as always, there's always some losers. I want to point out the teams that didn't quite make the list. These are the teams that I don't have projected going to a bowl. Out of the MAC, Miami of Ohio, Akron, Bowling Green State, Western Michigan, Ball State, Eastern Michigan, and Northern Illinois. For the Sun Belt, Georgia State, South Alabama, Arkansas State, Texas State, UL Monroe. Out of Conference USA, FAU, Charlotte, Middle Tennessee State, Western Kentucky, Old Dominion, FIU, UTSA, Rice, Southern Miss, North Texas, and UTEP. Out of the AAC, Houston, Tulane, Temple, East Carolina, and South Florida. Out of the Mountain West, San Diego State, Colorado State, Wyoming, Air Force, New Mexico, UNLV, and Utah State. Out of the Pac-12, Washington State, Oregon State, Stanford, Colorado, Utah, Arizona State, and Arizona. Out of the ACC, Florida State, Duke, and Syracuse. Out of the Big 12, Texas Tech and Kansas. Out of the SEC, only Vanderbilt is projected not to make a bowl. Let's get into who actually did make a bowl and what the matchups would look like. For the Myrtle Beach Bowl, we have Troy against Navy. Don't sign me up for that one. For the Cure Bowl, Central Florida and Georgia Southern. That actually could be a good bowl because both of those teams are halfway decent. For the Frisco Bowl, we have FAU and Hawaii. I don't know much about these teams, so I'm not really sure about that. For the New Mexico Bowl, we have Louisiana Tech against Fresno State. I know Louisiana Tech, they look halfway decent, but haven't seen much of Fresno State, so I don't know what to think about that one. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Boise State will take on Central Michigan. I think Boise State would dominate that game. The Arizona Bowl, Kent State versus Nevada. I think that would be lopsided as well in favor of Nevada. The LA Bowl. This is an interesting matchup. You have UCLA against San Jose State. So both of those teams would be actually very close to their venue. First Responders Bowl. Baylor with a letdown year against Louisville with a letdown year. So this is the bowl of the teams with a letdown year. The Armed Forces Bowl, TCU against UAB. I think TCU would pull out the win on that one, but that might be a close game. For the Lending Tree Bowl, we have Toledo against Appalachian State. I haven't seen much of Toledo, but what I have seen, halfway decent, and we all know that Appalachian State is pretty good. For the Camellia Bowl, we have Buffalo against Louisiana Lafayette. Now that could be a good game. Buffalo looks good out of the gates, and we all know that Louisiana Lafayette is having a great season. For the Boca Raton Bowl, Liberty versus Memphis. Yes, I like that matchup. Military Bowl, we have Virginia against Tulsa. That could be an underrated great bowl right there. For the Montgomery Bowl, we have the bottom feeders of South Carolina versus Georgia Tech. So this could be renamed the Bottom Feeders Bowl. The Gasparilla Bowl, we have NC State against Mississippi State. So Mike Leach would take on an ACC team, which he's had a lot of success against. But Mississippi State does not look good this year. The Birmingham Bowl, Pitt versus SMU. This could be a sneaky good game. Pitt does not have a great offense, but they have a good defense. SMU, not a great defense, but a great offense. Could be a close game. The Independence Bowl, Washington versus Army. Army has looked good this year. Haven't seen Washington, but I project them to make this bowl. Now we're climbing a little higher into the bowls. The Gator Bowl, Wake Forest against Ole Miss. Wake Forest is an underrated team. This could be a big bowl win for Wake Forest. The Sun Bowl, Cal versus Boston College. I think that would actually be a great bowl. Guaranteed Rate Bowl, Kansas State against Iowa. Don't know much about Iowa, but Kansas State is about a middle-of-the-road pack. They've been ranked, but knocked out. The Las Vegas Bowl. Check this one out. LSU versus Rutgers. Wow, what a matchup. The Pinstripe Bowl, Virginia Tech versus Michigan. My, how the Wolverines have fallen. They're going to take on Virginia Tech in the Pinstripe Bowl in my projection. That's not great. Now this bowl I would like to happen. This could be one of the better non-New Year's Six bowl. The New Orleans Bowl. Marshall against Coastal Carolina. Both of these teams could be undefeated and the winner of their conference. That could be a great game. The Music City Bowl. We have Kentucky versus Maryland. Kentucky is kind of having a letdown year. They had higher expectations, but Maryland, they're looking halfway decent. Duke's Mayo Bowl. North Carolina lands here. I know they wanted to be in a higher bowl, but for right now they're projected to land here, and I have them projected to play Purdue. Liberty Bowl, my team, West Virginia against Tennessee. This will be a rematch of the 2018 season opener. Bad news for West Virginia, we won't have Will Grier this time. Texas Bowl, Iowa State versus Missouri. On paper, it looks like Iowa State would win this one pretty easily, but Missouri has a good offense. Here's a pretty good matchup for the Camping World Bowl. Miami versus Texas. These are two historic programs that are trying to get back to prominence. Could be a big step for either of these teams. The Alamo Bowl. I like this matchup. Oklahoma versus USC, a rematch of a national championship in the early 2000s. I would be interested to see that bowl. Matchup for the Outback Bowl. Arkansas versus Northwestern. Northwestern looks great out of the gates, and Arkansas is sneaky good. Could be a good matchup. The Citrus Bowl. Auburn versus Indiana. Auburn kind of on a letdown year so far. They could rebound, and then Indiana, an unexpected good year. Now, they could fall off, but right now, this is the projected matchup for the Citrus Bowl. Now we're moving into the New Year's Six Bowls. The Peach Bowl, BYU versus Georgia. Wow. Now that one I would watch. The Cotton Bowl matchup, Oklahoma State versus Texas A&M. A team that has a great defense in Oklahoma State versus a team that has a great offense in Texas A&M. I don't know which one would win that one. The Fiesta Bowl, Wisconsin versus Oregon. This is a great rivalry that usually happens in the Rose Bowl. The Orange Bowl, Notre Dame versus Florida. Sign me up for that one. And then for the college football semifinals, in the Rose Bowl, I have number 2 Ohio State versus number 3 Clemson, a rematch of last year's semifinal. And then the other semifinal will be number 1 Alabama versus number 4 Cincinnati. That's right, I have Cincinnati making history, being the first Group of 5 team to get to the playoffs. And they'll probably get blasted by Alabama. I hope you enjoyed my bold projection video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.